We are gonna make this crew unite me tonight. Me in a bad mind. Me not have no space or time for fight, yo. Me just act up, no one alright, yo. No one alright, yo. Come on, come on. Oh, come together. We need some peace. Oh, just to enter. No time to waste. Right to center. Be positive. Oh, you know it's better. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox. Oh, yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox. Oh, leave all the problem then and mind what you say. Brethren, build your journey and go on your own way. Hey, hey. Take time to modify your vibe tonight, yo, yo. You have to learn to change your fire to light, yo, hey. We don't have no space or time to fight, alright, yo, yo. We just up, love, no wrong, alright, yo, no wrong, alright, yo. Hey, hey. Take time to modify your vibe tonight, yo, yo. You have to learn to change your fire to light, yo, hey. We don't have no space or time to fight, alright, yo, yo. We just...
Are we ready to VoxEdit? Hello everyone, welcome to the Sandbox game with me, your host, Panda Pops. And I'm trying to bring a different level of energy today. How the frig are we doing? VoxEdit Monday, where I show you how to make some cool assets using the free-to-use 3D voxel editing software that you can download from the Sandbox game. Yeah. How the frig are we doing? Happy Monday. How are we doing? We got Ardox, hey, go west, hello, Web3 partners, nice to see you here. Nasman, Red Lily. Here we go. We got a great day. We got a great day starting on. Now, what I am gonna do, and I'm gonna ask with so much love, I am going to post the giveaway form right now, do not reshare it until I say, hey, let's reshare that form, because I want to do 2 giveaways. So the first giveaway is going to be for the people that are here right now. This isn't going to be for a premium pass. This is going to be for 5 sand and some catalysts. So fill that in. And I'm only sharing it once. So if you aren't seeing it, also if you're over on Twitter, yeah, Twitter, that's the one. Let me know so I can go post it over there. But we only give away the premium pass when we reach a certain amount of people here. But if you're here right now, there's that giveaway form. Fill it in. We're going to reveal that winner real soon. But for today's stream, we're going to be doing some VoxEdit, and I was thinking we'll do something maybe spooky. I was thinking of doing a house. Like, we do, like, a spooky house. But at the same time, I feel like I end up building so many, like, rooms or houses in VoxEdit. Maybe I need to do something a little bit different. So let me know, should I do a spooky house or should I do something different? Are we doing spooky house or something different? And one thing that I do prefer to do in VoxEdit when I am building houses is I build them a little bit more like a flat pack style house. So I'll do like the front, the sides and the back and the floor as all individual rather than one massive asset, one massive model. And that's just because I think it feels more like performance-wise, it feels smoother when I do it that way. When I make it flat pack like this. Also, this asset isn't going to have any animation, so I'm not worried about nodes. Yes, faces will be an issue, but also I've never had an issue having too many faces with a house that I've built. So I'm not too worried. But in terms of sizing, I like to size based off of the dimensions for VoxEdit terrain blocks. So each terrain block is 32 by 32 by 32. And that cannot be changed. That's the size of the terrain blocks. And in the sandbox world, that's 1 meter. So a terrain block is 1 meter. And a standard avatar is 2 meters high. So that's 64 voxels tall. And doorways, usually doors are roughly 96. So they're usually 3 meters high. So it allows like space, and 64 wide. So it's the space of like 2 avatars. Because then there's like bits like in between and stuff. But when we're building a door like this, I like to have it roughly the same size. The only thing that's slightly annoying is the option to see, like before, we used to be able to like see how far we dragged things on our X and Y axes. And now we can't see that. So this is going to be a little tedious. Okay, we're going to give everybody a few more minutes to fill out that form, and then we're going to reveal the first few winners, okay? I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, and then the easiest thing to do for this top bit is to just count 32 down. It was much easier when you could see it. But 1... I should use a different colour because we're going to change it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, so it's there. Cool. Right. That's the top of our doorway. That's the top of our doorway. What I'm doing is I'm getting a rough, like, size guide for everything that we're doing. Where's the pink panda? It was a wig, dude. It was a wig. Yeah, I was gonna dye my hair. I wasn't gonna dye it pink. I was gonna dye it blue. And unfortunately, the place I usually get my blue hair dye from didn't have any. And then I sent my partner to the shops. Well, I didn't really send him. He went to go do food shopping. And I was like, hey, can you pick up some blue hair dye while you're out there? Also, I need bleach for my hair as well, which I didn't realize. So even if they had blue when I was looking for blue, I wouldn't have been able to do anything with it because blue ain't going over my dark hair. And I didn't get the message, but he just sent me like a picture of all of these like blonde hair dyes. And I was like, no, I need bleach. And so yeah, I've gotta go. But yeah, I do like pink. But I think because I'm quite a cool, like, skin tone, pink kind of makes me look even paler. And so it's fun to wear it as a wig every now and again, but I feel like it drains the color from my face unless I'm putting, like, foundation and stuff on. What did I just click? Oh, it's trying to open VoxEdit twice. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Right, so we're gonna be doing a building. We're doing a building. I'm gonna be doing a spooky building unless somebody tells me otherwise. Right, okay, let's see the first few winners for this giveaway and then we'll be able to do more. Right. RNG. 2 to 18. Also, Lando, you just got in. Number 11. Okay. Lula Love, you win 5 sands. Okay, next for the Catalyst. Oh, wow. Okay. Bitfox. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Sorry, it was number 9. Bitfox, you're number 10. I'm so sorry. Right. RVS TV gets 10 common cats. And generate again, number 7. The Yolks on You gets 10 uncommon cats. And let's do another 10 common cats. It's number 4, which goes to Ardox, 10 common cats. There we go. There we go. So the winners for those ones, remember, if you have just got in here, you can still fill it out. We will be doing other giveaways. You haven't missed out. This was just like an early one for the people who were here earlier. So Ardox, 10 common cats. The Yolks on You, 10 uncommon cats. RVS TV, 10 common cats, and then Lula Love, 5 sands. Sorry, Big Fox. I feel so bad. You're saying rigged. I just didn't, my eyes just weren't working. I'm so sorry. What? Fantastic. Don't worry, there's going to be more giveaways. This was just like a super early giveaway for those that were like here at the very start. So it's like we given away some sand and some catalyst for those that were here like right at the start. But we will also be giving away more stuff as well. So do not worry. We're gonna be having more giveaways. But anyway, I'm gonna be building a cute little house unless anybody says that they want me to make something different, a different spooky thing. Okay, I'm thinking we have a window, two windows. A pie like a panda pops, pie like a panda pops party. Whoop whoop. Ain't no pie like a panda pops, pie like a panda pops party. Whoop whoop. Okay, I'm pretty happy with these window placements. The only thing I think I want to do, yeah, let's make this a little bit darker. We'll edit that in a moment. And there, yeah. And then I guess just do that. Just like your standard window. Okay, standard window. What color do we want the front door? Remember, we're going for spooky, Halloween-y vibes. Let me know. What do we think the color of the front door should be? Fantastic unicorn. It's okay. You only need to be here if you're getting the premium pass. So if you win the other items, you don't need to be here. But for the premium pass, you do. Okay? Blood red. I mean, what sort of blood red, though? Are we talking, like, freshly pricked blood red? Or are we talking about, like, that's dried? Like, are we talking about this kind of red? Let's do some options here. Let's take you off. Right, we got this red. This red I don't think is a blood red. This is what I would define as a blood red. That is very blood red. Oh, you're saying fresh? Okay, somebody make me bleed so I can see what color my blood is. No, that's a little too much. Okay. Okay, this. That's somewhere in between these two. No, it's just a door. It's just a door. We're just making the door a little creepy. Okay, what colors are we going for? I think... Hey, Anderzolis, how you doing? I think if we just lighten that slightly, there we go. Okay, I'm happy with this. Although I don't think I want, like, the whole door to be this one color. Let's go with this. Let's put you in the middle again. We're gonna go for this one. And what do we think if we do kind of like... This doesn't seem like what you'd have on a front door. What do front doors look like? Yeah, on the bus going home. Well, I'm glad I'm gonna be part of your homeward bound journey. By the way, we need far more people here if you're gonna want that premium pass giveaway. Go get your friends to watch me, because I'm loads of fun. I don't know who you've been talking to, but like, I'm a lot of fun. Which reminds me, should I change the category for this stream to... Oh, it won't let me edit it. It is like, nah, you can't edit your stream info. Well, apparently we're stuck on this, so there we go. I don't know how I feel. Okay, I'm gonna look at some doors. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at some doors. I mean, this is a very door-looking door. Like, I feel like that looks like a door. Okay, front doors. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, maybe something a bit more like this. So it's still kind of like this. 1 second. I've got a door option right here. I feel like because it's going all the way to the floor, just feels a little weird. Right, if we do that, and we have like this. And this is gonna be like a window section. So I've gotta separate it. So it's gonna have that. I feel like it's gotta be a different red. Like the same red, but also different. Maybe like that. This needs to be a little lower. Do you know what? Is it because it feels really wide? I feel like the door feels too wide. Let's make it thinner. I don't think I like the red. I think that's the issue. I don't like the red. I don't think I like the red. Same, but different. Yeah. How can I start designing? I am zero. Oh, yeah, zero experience with this program. Okay, you start creating. The way that I suggest full-on beginners start, like if you've never used VoxEdit, I've got to check. I hate the door. I hate the door so much. Red doesn't work. Red is not working here. I'm going to say no to the red. We're going to say no to the red. But in terms of if you're a beginner, one on here is welcome tutorials, like easy to follow tutorials, like how to build a rig, introducing minting and stuff like that. Quick tips are also helpful tips that you can find, but like just how to, like, the welcome to VoxEdit, modeler basics, animator basics, how to understand templates. And then if you go to the YouTube channel, there's loads of other videos there that's not just here. But if you go to the template section, these are pre-made templates that the team have created that work fully with Game Maker, and I do fully suggest... Why are you taking forever to load? I broke it. Here we go. And I fully suggest taking one of these templates and just redesigning some of these. That is a really good way to get started. Hey, BitFox, that's a song. Yeah, so you could use any of these templates and recolor them. The one thing that I would do is I originally started in the modeler section. So this is where you just build like your basic, simple models. They are not compound entities. What that means is it is just one model. And within VoxEdit, you can only do true to voxel style in the modeler. But if you go to the animator, is where you create more complex things, rig stuff together, and animate it. So you can make more compound entities. You can rig a bunch of stuff and do a bunch of other things. I prefer just using the animator. I will always just use the animator, but I fully would suggest you just go in, watch the tutorials. What is going on with this? Okay, I think my top's broken. Anyway, go in, honestly, go watch the videos and tutorials, because that will give you a good overall understanding. But I could... Right, if you have any actual questions, that is an actual question. What is wrong with me? If you have like something in particular, is what I meant to say. If you have something in particular where it's like, how did you do that? How, like, what is that you're doing? Or how can I do this one specific thing that I want to do? Or, hey, can you show me how to make a set of drawers? Can you show me how to make a chair? I can speed build you a chair. I can make a chair in 13 minutes. We've done it. I can make a chair in 13 minutes. Here's the giveaway form. Right, maybe... Okay. I feel like... Okay, Halloween colors. Okay, yeah, maybe purple. Maybe a purple door. Because I feel like... Or maybe green. Green could be a good shout. Let's try green. I feel like if we're doing green... Maybe it needs to be kind of more on the darker side. That just looks like a jail cell. Not gonna lie. I just take that, put that there, and then just make it lighter. Take that off. We need a door handle. That is the worst door handle ever. Where's my image of a door? Okay. You know what? It is. I think it is because this is so... Like, these need to be much closer to the middle. And then maybe if we take this darker green, put it there. Actually, no, we take this green, put that there, and we just make this slightly darker. And then we just go around the edges here. I think it needs to come in a little bit more. Or out a lot more. Yeah, maybe like that. So far I'm not fully convinced about this door, but we can see. Okay, I need more silvery. Nope. Maybe the lighter color. Okay. Okay, I don't hate it. I think this needs to just be a little lighter. I don't hate it. How are we feeling about the green? I think with the red, it was too much. Hey, Headshot, I'm good, thank you. How the frig are you? It's amazing seeing you here. And Sir Alakin, great to see you. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so maybe with this, the window frames need to just be a lighter... Yes, yes, yes. A much lighter color. And then... I don't know how convinced I am about this. Right. So I'm gonna add pumpkins over the side, but maybe we can do some, like, lights going, like, draping from the top, I guess. So if we just use the pen tool, and we're just gonna kind of... That's maybe too much drape. Like, where it's just kind of like... Ooh. And then we'll just neaten that up. Oh gosh, too neatened. I don't know if I'm fully convinced. I feel like we're gonna get halfway through and then change our mind about what we want from this. Okay, and now I want little lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, add emissive. Add emissive. Add emissive. Do we care if they're the same size? Maybe a little bit, yeah. Or does that add to the spooky effect? That they're slightly different sizes? It doesn't. But I do like this that I've accidentally done. Talking about spooky stuff, Well, one, I'm not like, it's not that I'm not big into Halloween. I just think it's not like a huge thing here in the UK. It's becoming more of like a thing, which is cool. And I love a good old theme. I love a good old theme time. And I like fall, like autumn. Like, I love the autumn colors and stuff, so just having a little bit more to celebrate is cool. But talking about spookiness, what is everybody's favorite spooky game they've played on the Sandbox? Like, what is the spookiest game you've played on the Sandbox, and why did you enjoy it so much? Let me know. Oh, and for the people who take part in our VoxEdit contest, and game jams, it can take up to 3 weeks from the results being announced, like working weeks. So if the results are announced on a Saturday, the distribution isn't even going to start until the Monday. So if you are waiting for prizes from some contests, just keep that in mind before reporting. That was a really cool experience. Although I will say a lot of the time it's not to do with Sandbox itself. It's more, you know, sometimes there's contracts that are signed and things like that. Like, I feel like Lily, you should know as the Playboy stuff. But sometimes it's down to the IPs. I'm not saying that's the case for this one. I'm just saying that has been known to be the case on occasions. Okay, so what I'm doing now is, because these have like an emissive to them, I'm adding just a non-emissive color to kind of highlight their emissiveness a little bit more and to draw away from just them being like this huge bright thing. Similar situation there too, and Zolis. Although I will say, I do remember, what was it, Alpha Season 2, when Snoop Dogg's Foreplay came out, and finding those people behind the bush was just a highlight. An absolute highlight. Alright, so we set that to the floor. That's what we've got going on so far. This is the front. Like I do with all my house builds, I will do like it in a flat pack style, because I feel like VoxEdit just performs better when I do it that way rather than just doing like a big block. I also find it easier to work with when it's like this as well. And so what I will end up doing is, so I want the front and back to be the same size, so I'm going to duplicate the front, and then I'm going to rename it to back. And then obviously we don't want the back to look the same as the front, so we can just remove all of this. Maybe we want to keep a few things, maybe we want to keep the lights, maybe we get rid of like one of these windows, and maybe we get rid of this door, who knows. But either way, we now have that there. And I'm going to add a back node. And now this is for the back. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to rotate it. So I always... Why do I always do the wrong one? There we go. We'll get there eventually, and we'll rotate it. So now we've got the back, we've got the front. We obviously need the two sides. We also need other things like pumpkins. We need to do a second story and all that jazz, but that's okay. So we're going to do new VXM, and we're going to call this side 1. And we're going to have it 2... Oh, that's height! Whoops. 2 thick. And then we're going to get our trusty calculator out here. And after we need to work out, I already know the height. We want the height to be the same for all of it. So I'm making it 4 meters tall. I'm making it 4 meters tall. So now we need to decide how long we want it. The other one was 8 meters. So I'm thinking 6 meters for this one. So we're going to do 32 times 6, which is 192. I also just realized we don't have the same colors as these doors, so I'm just going to quickly copy this entire swatch and then hop over here. Do that. There. Beautiful. Set the pivot point to the floor. And we're going to call this side 1, obviously. Oh, what did I do with the height? Oh, I did 120? That doesn't sound right. Why did I only do 120? That's not right. Oh, no wonder this door looks so bizarre. Okay, so this is meant to be 128. Oh. So this door is also too short. Now we know why it was looking a little odd. I mean, I guess we don't want it going all the way to the top, but still. Alright, and then let's move that there. About right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Hey, we've saved it a little bit. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Right, at least these are the correct height now, although these windows might be a little low down. And then we're just gonna rotate you and move you right on in. That means this is also incorrect. 128. Well, I'm glad that we actually redid it and didn't just duplicate, because then we would have had the same issue. Why? Why are you not? There we go. That was so weird. Okay. Okay guys, don't forget to fill out that giveaway form. We will be giving away a premium pass as soon as we get a few more people in here. I'm keeping an eye. Okay, and then we need to reduce this by 2. So we're gonna go 190. The reason we're reducing it by 2 is that both these walls are too thick. And so that would add additional sizing on. So we've reduced it by 2, so we don't have that issue, pretty much. Okay, so far I'm happy. So far, I'm pretty happy. Gonna duplicate and move that here. Go. Lovely. All nice and smooth. Connected. Looking great. And we do need to work on... Well, we can add a floor. We don't need to add a floor. You can not add a floor. But maybe we should add a floor. For now, what I want to do is figure out how the upstairs... I think there's gotta be an upstairs. Just how are we making the upstairs look? Are we just doing like a full-on box situation here? Should I look at some houses? Hey, let's have a look. I think just doing like, so what we'll do is we'll duplicate this again. We'll rename this front up. Ain't no pile like a panda pop spot, like a panda pop spotty. Whoop whoop. Whoop to the friggin' roof. And then we're gonna have floor 2 as our next node. And then front up. Gonna take this. Gonna raise it up. Now the thing with this one is we can probably get away with not making it as tall. Just because we only made it that tall for the doorway. Although if we want to keep it, I mean, we could go down to 96, which I think is okay. We will go down to 96. Oh, hello. Go. And then we're just gonna need something maybe in the middle. But otherwise, that looks pretty good. Just from that. So we're really minimizing how much additional work we end up needing to do by just duplicating and changing some of those. So it's important to note, like with this one, I didn't duplicate side 1. All I did was just copy the same one. So anything that I do to this will happen to both of them. So if you want to do something like I've done with the front here, you need to actually duplicate the model and then work on the duplicated version is what you're going to need. Okay? Hey, play games, how the frig are you? You almost missed the time. I mean, yeah, you're 43 minutes late, dude. We should be here close to 2 hours today. I'm gonna aim to do 2 hours, we'll see. And we're gonna need the same for the back. So what I am actually gonna do for this, I am going to just duplicate that. Let's rename and call it backup. Back second. I'm gonna drag it over. I'm gonna rotate it round just because I don't think it matters too much if this looks the same as the front. Maybe I'm wrong, and we'll see when it comes to editing it. But let's see, is that in line? Okay, that's in line now. What about you? Are you in line? Yes, okay, cool. And so then it's just the 2 sides, and for this I am going to make a duplicate. I'm gonna call this side 1 second. Drag. And what we need to do with this is just make this down to 96 as well. And then the same thing. Just drag you over there. Why are you poking? Are you not exactly a... You should be right. Why are you a weird... Why are you poking? There we go. Okay. So we got most of the shell done. I am thinking maybe we push this in and have a roof piece go right here. So for that, I'm going to take the front again. I'm going to duplicate the front. I'm going to rename to front roof A. And I'm going to make this part of this floor 1 node. So I'm going to do front roof. I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to raise it up. And then we're going to chop the frig down on this one. Now, what color should we do the roof? I'm thinking maybe like a burnt orangey color, potentially. What do we think? When form, Roxy? I did the form. Here, have it again. We already did giveaways as well. You gotta be here, like, right at the start to get some of those other special giveaways. But we are doing other giveaways, so you haven't missed out. Or just a dark grey, I guess. Like a usual roof tile-ish color. Maybe. Let me, I don't think this is... Yeah, that's too orangey. That's too orangey. So let's do that, and can we... See, it's too... Yeah, I'm not convinced. Maybe we just make it this color. And then we just add, like, tile definition to it. We'll see. But we gotta make sure it's the right size first. So what we're going to do is we're gonna move it to about here. I'm gonna drop it down. And then we're going to rotate. So we kind of get that sort of shape is what we're going for. Maybe if we just bring it out so it overhangs a little. There. Okay. And then for this, we'll just go in and we can see when we're editing this way, we can see like the ghost little outline, which is going to make it so much easier for deleting. We're going to delete there. And then whatever we do to this side is going to happen to the other one. So we should be absolutely fine for both of those sides. As you can see, we are. The only thing is we need to just reduce this. Probably just on one side. And then we can drag it over half a voxel-ish. We can manually go to the inspector and there we go. There we go. Perfect. Then the only thing I need to do is cover up this section, and I'll show you how we can go about that in a little bit. But for starters, that's looking pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with that. What do we think? Do we like it? What don't we like about it? I want this to be as much input from you guys as well. I definitely want to get your input for this. Let me know. The next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to select this so I can see which color it is. And then maybe we do the lights going all the way around. There. Hey, Gaggo Dragon, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. So we got that on that side, and we can see that that has done it over inside here, but not on the outside of the other one. So if we look, you can see it's on the inside, but it's not on the outside. So we're going to have to do it on the outside of this one as well. In fact, wait. I got a faster way of doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to mirror it. I'm going to select the color. I'm going to do the paint tool. And I'm going to do the face. And there we go. And hopefully that's done all of it. No, that's only done part of it. It'll be because of some connection-y issues. For the most part, that should have done it all. There we go. Great. So then when we go out, we can see it is now conjoined up on that side as well. We got a little bit of Z fighting. Why are you Z fighting? You're trying to get the same color there. Don't be silly. Oh, I know why. Because it's not done it here. There we go. Sometimes it's really useful having that little ghost outline, because then it shows you where it is. Manifestory Journal! Hello, hello, hello! How the frig are you? So now we can check all of these edges and just make sure that they all join up. So we've got a little issue with this one. So it looks like it's on there, maybe. Just join that up. That looks like that should be fine. Ah, it's on this one. Okay, good. Noted. Thank you. There. Lovely. Nice. Okay, so we got that bit done. We obviously need the roof for the rest of this house. So we're gonna have fun doing that. Gonna have fun doing that. I guess it's a very square house, so trying to figure out what way to do the roof. I think it has to be... I think it's got to be going up that way to the point, not the point in the middle. I think it's got to be the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side, duplicate it, rename it to rooftop A. Color all of this in this one color. Now the thing is, we may need to play about with the height and stuff, so we're just gonna keep it there. And for this, I'm gonna add a roof node, so its own node just for this roof, R1A, because we are going to be doing a lot of stuff with this. Okay, so we're going to go here. The roof is going to consist of quite a few different elements. Now this needs to be taller. I can already see this needs to be taller. So I'm going to go straight in for 128. Much easier to make things smaller than it is to make them larger. Go for 128 with this. So it looks like it's probably better. In fact, really, I should be doing half of that. Really would be the best way. So that would be, what, 88? It was bigger than 88. That doesn't make sense. I don't think it knows what it's talking about. Right. Rotate you again, probably to there. Don't know. I think that looks okay. I'm pretty happy with that. How are we feeling so far? We gotta do the other side, but we're gonna pretend. Not for this build, Metaverse Street Journal. That's not what I'm gonna do for this one, but I am happy to do. Also, what Asian roof? Because I have made many Japanese builds before, and they have roofs. So what sort of roof are you on about? Because I'm assuming you don't mean a pagoda. Which I think is, if somebody said to me, draw me an Asian roof, my first thought is probably a curved, like, pagoda style. You just realized it's a Halloween build? Yeah. Lambda, you have to go? No! No! Bye, Lambda. I appreciate you being here. Okay, guys. Right, if you want this premium pass, you gotta fill this out. You gotta fill that out if you want a premium pass. So what we're going to do is we're gonna duplicate this node. And I'm gonna lay it flat. And then going to rotate. Move. And then rotate up. Okay, that's pretty good. That's just the middle bit. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, cool. Happy with this. So what we're going to do is, oh, not that, this one. We're going to duplicate this one again. It's a lot of duplicating, okay? A lot of duplicating. I'm gonna move this down to about that size. We're gonna make this a 5. Probably needs to be a little bit bigger, but we can make it work. It does. That's gonna have to be a 10, I think. It doesn't need to be that tall though. I think around here should be fine. Set to the floor. Go here, and we're gonna call this top mid. Up we go. And place it right here. Okay, we're almost. Is this one slightly higher? That's 14.38. Oh no, it's backwards! How am I meant to tell? Oh no, somebody do the math for me. Somebody do the math. Oh my gosh, I said we were going to give away a premium pass and our viewers just dropped. And to that I say, you won't get a premium pass if our viewers keep dropping. You gotta stay here, otherwise how am I meant to know? Also, Metaverse Street Journal, that isn't going to work. If you do that again, I will remove you from winning a pass. If you keep doing that, you're ruining my analytics. Hey, J-Dog redeeming the Oak Wizzy staff. Amazing. I'll make sure that Alex knows that that has been redeemed. I think this has just got to shimmy up slightly. Oh, no, that's too high. Okay, so let's go back down to 8. There, right, I think that's perfect. I think that is where it needs to be. Only issue is that Z fighting, which is annoying. Okay, so we're going to move that to 0.5, and we're going to do the same for this. No, that needs to be minus 0.5, so it moves the same way. Great. Right, now, obviously, we've got this bit of the roof done, but we got this gaping hole in the middle. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna cover that up? I'll tell you how. We're going to use a lot of squares to cover this area up. We're going to use squares. That is what we're doing. We're going to be squaring it up. Okay, anybody over on YouTube that I've accidentally been ignoring? No, I said hi to Gago. Right. Cool. Did I link the giveaway form? Okay, fill the giveaway form out. So for the squares, we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna duplicate again. We're going to go rooftop B, I guess. Rooftop B. And we're gonna just do that for now. Because what we actually want is top BA is to put this roughly in place. So we can start working on it. Okay, so this is definitely too big. Every time, I swear. Yeah, I did it again. It's always this one. I don't know why I keep doing it wrong. Right. Oh no.